Okay, so I'm gonna make this video simple and short. I made a lot of mistakes trying to do a whole 1 hour video, but it was just me repeating myself. I got like 30 views in my first video, and I was like, that was kind of stellar. So, and the whole point is like, I have to focus on my professional career or my personal. And I'm like, who made these rules? I made these rules. I shouldn't have done that. And the whole point behind this video is basically going to be the title. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I've been looking and looking. I've been reviewing mentors and getting their advice and trying to pivot. And I'm like, why am I so unhappy with my life? And what could I do differently? How do I move forward? How do I move past this? And simply put, I need to feel like my life is short, or I need to get my butt up in gear and then try to fight over and over and over. This life is not going to let you go. If you have more aspirations or more motivation that you've just uncovered, I think that's what like a midlife crisis basically means. So I fear my biggest regret is like I would be stuck in one role. I think that's what I'm realizing right now. And I've always wanted to plan something where like once I get through undergrad, I can, pursue this YouTube career, but I didn't. I was so terrified to do that, and then like I kept making excuses for myself. So earlier on, I had like in middle of my undergrad, like I had enough cash to like build a rig, but I went with like the cheapo options, and I still did, and I finally upgraded my rig enough where like I can handle some of this like lighter loads if I'm streaming as well. But okay, I'm going off tangent, but let me explain here. It's life is hard, and then eventually you're gonna hit a wall where you're gonna be like, I need to break out of this. I need to find ways to like continue to improve myself. I want to be more than my current self. And that's really hard to do. Because if you don't have any directions or if you don't have any network, that's also another big idea behind this video. What can I do to warn my younger self to make better decisions in life? And that is just like, biggest one is time will move on, and 2, nobody's going to come to save you, and 3, the people who are giving you advice on how to navigate through life, please listen to them. Take all their advice, and it's not just that, it's how do I say this? There are limited options, and what I've understood is like throughout your 20s, I think you should experiment more and continue to get like a higher education if that's the path you want to go through. If you wanted to do this whole YouTube stuff, I feel like this is one of those, also another thing that you should do kind of full time earlier on, and unless you're like collabing with like big people, or try to find other people who are in the same situation as you. Try to find people who also want to be big YouTube stars, and just post like small clips here and there. It's been eating away at me that I didn't learn this a little bit sooner. So I've learned that with everybody with any passion or any, not passion, how do I say this, with any career, it's like they are kind of miserable at their jobs, and they're imagining like, oh man, can I do this for the next 30 years? Is this all there is to life? Do I just accept it and settle down, or should I try to do something else? And that's when that's the only 2 choices that you have. Now there are other exceptions, like even Ludwig, even like when he discussed this through his streamer university, is like he was just working at a vape shop, and he's like, I'm not going to go down like this. So after he's done with his vape shop, immediately comes back and he's like, I'm streaming, or he's gonna copy somebody and make like a stellar thumbnail and then like copy them. And it's like copy, because that's the only way to get out of this. And he's like, it's a do or die. That's what everybody who, for everybody, it's a do or die situation. Maybe I went through that whenever like the whole pandemic stuff happened. It's like, I have to do or die because I got this degree and I have to make it work. And then I was like, oh, I have to start from the bottom. I'm like, that's fine. Everybody has to start from somewhere. Like this may, because I couldn't go back and, be in more debt. I should have listened and thought about getting a master's, but the thought of like going into more debt scared me the most. I should have gone back in time and beat myself up and then consider other options. But now it's like, I feel like I'm a little bit too stuck or too deep in, because I'm approaching my 30s pretty soon. And I'm like, and I ask myself, this was such a dangerous thing, because I'm seeing other people that I'm close to and they're like moving on in their careers and they're making trajectories. And I'm like, what have I been doing? Why am I not moving? Can I accept this for the next 30 years? I can't. I need to start making moves. That's the thing. Even in my company, like, always, you have to feel like the ground underneath you is crumbling. Otherwise, like, you may be gone the next day. You have to get up on your feet and start moving. Do whatever you need to do. If you have passions or whatever, if you have interest in one field, or if you want to consider going back to school, get up and just do it. Sure, there'll be regrets along the way, but I think that's just what you have to accept in this life. So I have another whole 8 minutes to this video, but I'm just going to keep it short and cut it down to like 10 minutes, because that's the whole thing I want to bring up. Please pursue your passion. And whenever you do, it's like, if you're good at something, grind it out. Just do. I saw this girl who's like, she makes a whole bunch of VTuber rigs and artwork, and she does the whole jam. And she's like, in her captions or in her videos, she's like, why do I do this? It's because I have to do this, because it's the only thing I know how to do. And there's another VTuber, and he makes stellar video. I wish I could find it. It was like SIN something. He makes these beautiful videos, like via Premiere Pro and I believe After Effects. And he only has 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it's stellar voice. He's making music, both in English and Japanese. And it's just like, they're doing this because this is what they want to do. They're fighting for this. Who knows if they're making like some other stuff on the side. And I think that's what everybody should be doing. Sure, like, oh, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy is telling us to do more gigs now in this economy. Like, why do this? It's like, I get it. You're tired. You're burnt out. I think that's the normal part of the process. Everything is continuing to be expensive. Unless you live in a small town, I think, like, you have to tough it out. You gotta persevere and just bully yourself, because this world is not gonna let you live on like this. So, my piece of advice, I know the title of this video is Comparison is the Thief of Joy, but please persevere, and then, like, whatever you love to do and then what you're normally doing at your job, like, pursue both. Pursue all paths. Network. Do whatever you need to do in order to survive. And if it's weird, go ahead, do it. Who's there to judge you? This world is not going to let you go. And I'm going to do the typical thing where I say, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But, yeah. I want to forgive my younger self. That's it.